And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one and the only Philly Pete, and we are here live on Dingo TV, channel 217, and 12 Ounce Sports Network, 24/7 platform. You know what it is. Also, the new Twitter X live TV stream as well. You can catch me there as well. Facebook, YouTube, you name it. I'm here and I am live with you all. This is Friday, baby. Friday edition. And, obviously on Wednesday, I don't do my shows. So here we are. We're live on Friday. Okay. As I mentioned before, I also, my Thursday show is available this week as well. So let's get into it. All right. We got Friday. We'll be throwing you guys some weekend picks for Saturday and Sunday for the world of college football. All right. So a lot of good action that we have coming up this weekend. Couple quick picks. Let's hopefully get that back. But let's get into some talk. All right, let's get into some talk real fast. First off, in the world of fantasy football, okay, how's everyone doing in terms of their fantasy league? Okay, I'm in 4 leagues. I am 0-2 in 1 league, which is just kind of, I lost the first 2 games. I lost by 2 points in each game. So, it's been a struggle, but it's early. It's too early to worry about. 2-0 in 2 leagues and 1-1 in the other league. So, so far so good. Can't complain. The 1-1 league, of course, I was going up against Kamara, and I had Goddard. I was down 8 points. Goddard needed 8, only had 6.5, and I lose by 1.5. Like, it's just been so tight these games recently in fantasy. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty well. Can't complain. Week 2 was a crazy upset week. I mean, you saw San Fran go down. You saw Philly go down. You saw Vegas go into Baltimore and win. Ravens are 0-2. They visit Dallas this weekend. Dallas is 1-1. They got dismantled by the Saints. The Eagles, could they be on the verge of 1-2? They're heading down to New Orleans right now. And then right there, they go to Tampa. And like I said before, they go 1-3, man. Nick Sirianni has to be on that hot seat. Really, he have to imagine he will be on that hot seat come Friday. Or I'm sorry, come week 5, heading into their bye week. That's a very, very, you got to split the series. You got to split these 2 games down here. If you beat the Saints, that's great. I think he's safe. You got to go. And then you have Tampa. If you walk out with a victory in Tampa, I think he's okay for now. Absolutely cannot go 0-2. Okay, 2-0. It would be great. I think it's wishful thinking that right now. But, defense is defense. I'm hoping they wake up eventually, but it was just a terrible showing that they had the other night against Atlanta. So, but we're going to move on. All right, we're going to move on, and we're going to talk some sports. We're going to talk college football, NFL Week 3 on this show today for Friday. All right. MLB, we all know that MLB is getting close. It's getting close to the end of the regular season. And as it stands, the picture is pretty open here. Phillies have the overall best record in baseball, and also will carry the number 1 seed in the East, followed by the Dodgers with the number 2 seed. And right now, it looks like the Dodgers would play the winner of the Mets and the Brewers in a 6-3 matchup right there. Brewers being the 3 seed and the Mets being the 6 seed in the wild card. Then you had the Diamondbacks and the Padres, a 4-5 matchup. Winner would play Philly as of now. Okay. Crazy to think you're getting 3 teams in the NL West going into the playoffs. It's absolutely wild. If it sticks, I would love to see a Philly Arizona Diamondbacks reunion, a rematch. I know Philly mouth from that. And then New York Mets, Dodgers, East versus West matchup would be lovely too. I know the Brewers are sneaky good, but don't count out the Mets. I mean, Mets Dodgers would be a pretty entertaining, series as well. Battle of the East and Battle of the West. So we'll see what happens there. Now in the West, you had the Yankees with the number 1 overall seed. Cleveland Guardians is number 2 right now. You would have the looks like you would have the Royals. Looks like you would have the Royals and I believe the Orioles play in a series, and then you would have most likely the Astros and the Twins, I believe. So, I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here, in terms of the AL. I mean, it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what happens here. So, great matchups all around. I mean, very, 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 very good matchups all around. So that's that. That's the MLB. We'll get closer and closer to the end, and we'll talk more about baseball for sure. But I really want to I really want to go crazy with college football this weekend. I really do. Okay, college football and the NFL. I'm looking forward to it. All right, week number 3 in NFL, week number 4 in college football already. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, let's go to college football. All right, what's going on with Quinn Ewers? I mean, it looks like Archie Manning is having the time of his life in Texas. It's crazy to think. That Texas is going to be good for a while. They are. They really will be good for a while. So we'll see what happens there. Friday night, tonight, we have a top 25 game. All right, Illinois at Nebraska is what we have this evening. Okay, Illinois at Nebraska, 24th ranked Illinois against the 22nd ranked. If I can get this back up and running. Yes, so we have the So we have the 24th ranked Illinois against the 22nd ranked Nebraska. Nebraska is favored by 7.5. Syracuse plays Stanford. Syracuse is a big time 8.5 point favor as well. So that will be interesting for sure. And then you have coming up as well at the nightcap on Friday, the San Jose State Spartans and Washington State. Both teams are 3-0. I'm considering a Syracuse, Nebraska, Washington State money line parlay. I'm really considering that. As juiced as the money lines are, I just feel like I think Syracuse shouldn't have a problem with Stanford. Washington State shouldn't have a problem with San Jose State. You never know on a Friday night, though. The only issue I can see Illinois going into Nebraska in Lincoln and beating them straight up. Okay, but this might be a look ahead for Illinois. Illinois plays Penn State the following week at Penn State, a night game, primetime game in State College. We'll see what happens, but top 10 team in Penn State. So this could very well be a look ahead game. But Nebraska, this is a really large line. It was at 8.5, slowly creeping down to 7.5. So some money coming in on Illinois, not much. But I feel like Nebraska can take care of business. They have a great offense, leading by their quarterback, of course. But let's see if I can get let's see what we get here. All right, we'll get some picks going on Friday night. But that's what I like. I really do like that 3-team money line parlay. Considering, but we'll see what happens. Syracuse, I like. Give me that Syracuse game. All right, I do like Syracuse, so we'll figure. Let's see that. Maybe that would be like a good little bit of a parlay, a 3-team money line parlay. Let's bring that up real fast. I should be more prepared for tonight's show, but like I said, I'm getting back late from work, and I'm trying to get everything situated for you all. So, all right, let's just check this out. I'll get some odds really quickly when I log in here. All right, this is via BetMGM. All right, let's get it going. And you know what? It should be interesting. The odds should be okay considering, but these are all whopping. They are whopping. Minus 350, minus 350, minus 500. This is an even money lay. Plus 100. Plus 100 money line parlay, 3-team money line parlay at plus 100. Okay, for these 3 teams, Nebraska, Syracuse, Washington State. We'll have fun with this one. Let's do that. Nebraska, Syracuse, Washington State, money line parlay at plus 100. It's quarter unit, nothing crazy. All right, this is going to be a Friday night fun play. All right, our FF for the evening, our fun fun parlay that we have going on, Freaky Friday edition. Nebraska, Syracuse, Washington State, money line parlay at plus 100. Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right. That's what we'll do. That's what we will do in the meantime. Okay. Quick picks for Saturday. All right. We're going to rock and roll. All right. We're going to try and figure some better plays out this time. Okay. Really. It was a rough outing last week. I liked the lines that we had, but it just wasn't the best at all. All right. I want to start off the bat here with James Madison plus 11 at UNC, at North Carolina Tar Heels. James Madison plus 11. These teams have played a soft schedule so far. They really have. Okay. But I feel like this is way too many points. James Madison is very, very poised. They're ready to get to another name, top name school, beat them down. And on top of that, James Madison owns a plus 2.7 net yards per play. UNC is only plus 0.2. James Madison is 5-1 straight up and 5-1 against the spread. They have 2 weeks to prepare. They had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, to be honest. Power 4 school in UNC. Bob Chesney getting motivated for these Dukes team. UNC, their quarterback situation is iffy. They're probably going to play both quarterbacks. Not sure who's going to come through or not. That's why, I love this line for James Madison. I really do. So UNC then kicks off their ACC conference schedule against Duke next week. They could actually easily be looking forward to the Duke game, looking ahead of JMU and looking ahead to Duke. Really, I really feel like this could be the problem here. So the line to me, I feel like is a little skewed. UNC should probably be a 7-point favor, but if I'm getting 11, that's value for me. So give me James Madison University, JMU plus 11 against UNC. That is my first pick for Saturday. We're going to keep rolling here. We're going to keep rolling. We'll do like a half unit on that play too. Nothing too crazy. All right, nothing too crazy. Like I said, let's go to Louisville. All right, we're going to go Georgia Tech against Louisville, and this line is a little crazy as well. Okay, Georgia Tech plus 12, and Louisville. Don't get me wrong, Louisville should be a touchdown favor. They should be. They should win this game. But I feel like the Yellow Jackets are very tough, and I feel like there's no blowout if you're playing Georgia Tech. A lot of great key wins already. Florida State, to be honest with you, in their last 16 games, Georgia Tech has lost by 12 points or more just 3 times. Yellow Jackets are also 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 games on a road or neutral site as being an underdog with 7 outright wins. This screams Georgia Tech, and I'm going to take it. Georgia Tech plus 12 against Louisville. All right, that's quick pick number 2. And then finally, we're going to go to Texas Tech. Arizona State at Texas Tech here. We're going to roll Texas Tech money line minus 145. The reason why I say that is because, they had a really tough game the other night. All right, they took care of business against Texas State. Arizona State did, barely, but you're coming to a hostile environment in Texas Tech. Kenny Dillingham has done a nice early job for basically the undefeated Arizona State Sun Devils, but this is going to be a tough test for them, okay? Their defense is not great, all right, and that's why they've been picked to be dead last in the Big 12, I should say, in terms of their overall record, all right? This is the first league game between the two. Texas Tech comes in off of a 66-point win against North Texas, or 66 points, I should say. They scored total, almost 600 yards, in overall of that game. Now, the Texas Tech has been unstoppable in the past 2 games. Taj Brooks, a reason for it as well. He's healthy now. He's ready to rock and roll. Quarterback Morton, he leads the Big 12 and ranks second in FBS with 10 passing touchdowns already. Under Joey McGuire, head coach of Texas Tech, they are 12-3 at home. So I like Texas Tech here. Give me that. Texas Tech Red Raiders money line minus 145 is quick pick number 3. So there you go. James Madison plus 11 against UNC. Georgia Tech plus 12 against Louisville. And then Texas Tech Red Raiders money line at plus 145. Those are my quick picks for this weekend. All right. Now, we're not going to do a commercial here tonight. All right. So we're just going to keep the ball moving. Let's see what kind of intriguing games there are in terms of Saturday. So don't forget, so let's recap that. Syracuse, Nebraska, Washington State, all the home teams, money line parlay pays out at plus 100. Okay, shop around. You might get a better number than the even money. That was BetMGM. There's a bunch of books out there. Check it out. Okay. We're going to go James Madison University plus 11 against UNC. We're going to go, and then the Texas Tech Red Raiders money line minus 145 at home against Arizona State. Don't forget to check out mybookie.ag. Use that promo code 12ounce sports. Once again, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code 12ounce sports and they'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. They also have a live streaming service in terms of watching games. They stream live games for free. You have a bet that's on the West Coast. You can't get it televised. I have money on this game, but I can't watch it. How am I going to do that? You sign up with mybookie.ag. You make the bet, and you make sure that it's going to be there. They will live stream the game for you at the courtesy at your own home, wherever you are, so you can watch that game and hopefully cash out. BetUS. Again, betus.com. Promo code is 12ounce there, 12OZ. And they'll also match your first deposit up to $1,000. And don't forget to check out the 12ounce sports betting platform. Brand new, came out about 3 months ago now, latter half of June. Okay, we started this out like early July, I guess I would say, like first week of July. But we've been red hot. Okay, $6 for the month. That is $6. And I mean $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Okay, you can't get much better than that. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Cheaper than your grande Starbucks coffee. I mean, $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Sign up. You also get a free 3-day trial as well. Get your feet wet. See how you feel. Check it out. It's not bad. We've been winning, though. Winter after winter. We've been transparent as well with our losses and our wins. We've been all throughout July, all throughout in August. We've been red hot. September cooled off a little bit. Okay. However, we're still rocking. Clients are on a 3-game winning streak right now. All right. Or I should say subscribers are on a 3-game winning streak right now, but their best bets. And, they're loving it. They're loving it. $6 in a month. $60 for the year. There you go. Short and sweet for you. Short and sweet for you all. So don't forget to check them out. Give us a buzz. DM me as well. Hockey season's right around the corner. You can reach me at my Dub Club link. That's on my profile. And, of course, a 12-ounce sports betting platform link is also on my profile. Dub Club link is strictly for hockey. All right. Clients are signing up by the day. I love it. Everybody that's been with me since, 6 years ago when I first started capping the NHL hardcore. Okay. They've been with me ever since. So they're back for more fun. Plus 54.43 units overall. That's darn near $55,000 in profit if you are a $1,000 bettor. Simple as that. And you can do the math right after that. So to be short and sweet, I've had pretty good success on the pucks on the ice. So sign up as well in Dub Club if you're interested. Reach out to me, DM me if you want to sign up, and we'll go from there. All right, couple. The rest of the Saturday slate for hockey, or I should say, hockey's on my mind. The rest of the slate for college football looks, it's okay. NC State and Clemson. Clemson's favored by 3 touchdowns. That's just to name something right there. Kansas at West Virginia. That should be a good game for the most part. Ohio at Kentucky. Kentucky's favored by 3 touchdowns, but that Georgia upset, don't be surprised if Ohio keeps that close. That's going to be a hangover game for Kentucky. They almost had that game against Georgia. They really, really did. A couple eye-popping games as well. Virginia at Coastal Carolina. I like the straight-up win there for Coastal Carolina. USC at Michigan. USC is coming to the big house. I don't know if they're ready for it. They're a 5-point favor as well. That's saying something to us. But first time in the Big Ten, they got to make some noise. And why not start it off at Michigan this year at the big house? So USC's -5. I don't know how that game's going to be. That should be a fun one. That really should be a fun game. Probably where all the eyes are going to be on 3:30. Simple as that. Then you get towards the latter half. Arkansas, Auburn. That's always a fun. It's usually on CBS, but this is on ESPN. They always put up good, fun games as well. Then you're going to head down to. Then you get down to like 4:00. Utah, Oklahoma State on Fox. That's going to be a good game as well in Stillwater. Utah at Oklahoma State. That's going to be a fun game to watch. You have Utah coming in from the Pac-12, heading to the Big 12. defense. They have good offense. Oklahoma State, you know that they come flying high with offense. That should be another fun one to watch as well. USC, Michigan, Utah, Oklahoma State, 2 fun games right there to have to kick off your Saturday afternoons. All right, then we get to the nightcap. Okay, get to the nightcap here. Cal at Florida State. Florida State is favored by 3 points here. I think that's ridiculous. All right, Cal has had a pretty easy first 3 games, but this might be Florida State's first win. You know, I'm not going to throw it out there. I'm not betting it at all, but it's possible they win that game straight up. The game of the night right here. Tennessee, 6th-ranked Tennessee, the Vols, they travel to Oklahoma and Norman. Tennessee, Oklahoma, 7:30 on ABC. That should be a fun game. Tennessee's a 7-point favor. They look really good, Tennessee. They really, really do. Oklahoma, we know for a fact their defense is always an issue, but between these two offenses, I could see some fireworks early in this game. Tennessee, Oklahoma, that's a good way to start your nightcap of your games. And then as far as the rest of the evening, it doesn't look too hot. You know, Kansas State's at BYU. That could be a potential upset in BYU. And Kansas State's a 7-point favorite. I might put some money on BYU there to cover and possibly outright win. Late game, West Coast. Kansas State traveling to BYU, where it's tough at LaVell Edwards Stadium. It is a tough place to play, and we'll see what happens. So 4 solid games on Saturday. I mean, you know, it's you love to see when these big games come. And then next Saturday, forget it. You have Bama, Georgia, okay, as the night game. Bama, Georgia, okay, week 4 or week 5 fireworks in college football. All right, you gotta love it. You gotta love that stuff. All right, let's head up to the NFL. All right. We're going to get rocking and rolling here. I got a couple minutes for you guys before I take off on this Friday evening for the weekend. Got a wedding coming up. You know, one of my good friends is getting married, so it's going to be fun. All right, so I will be away for the weekend, but we're going to have a good time, wife and I, and we'll take it from there. We will take it from there. All right. You know, obviously last night we had New England and the New York Jets. Looks like everybody was on the Jets at that point. But Sunday NFL, Denver at Tampa Bay. Okay. Now, I love this game. I really, really do. I love Tampa. I like the way they've been playing. I think they're going to win this game, and I think they're going to blow out Denver. Denver has had so much hype. Really, this Denver team has had so much hype going into this season. I don't know why. You know, they had no offense. I think Bo Nix, you know, I know it's 2 weeks in, but they just don't, you know, they don't look good. They don't look like a good team at all. They had Pittsburgh came in there and absolutely destroyed them in Denver. I mean, Denver just looks brutal. They are not a good team. Their offense stinks. You know, it's a shame for Cortland Sutton. All right, Bo Nix has a lot of work to do. You know, he's got a lot of growing. But my play of the day here, my free play and my best bet as well on Sunday, so that everyone gets it in time. You know, my best bet / free play. It's going to be a combo play. So my subscribers are going to get this play. So are you guys for free play, and I will tweet it back out over the weekend. But it's going to be Tampa Bay -6.5 at home against Denver. Broncos 0-2 team. They're desperate. They've been competitive in both games. They lost by 6 and 7 points. Bucks, very fortunate to be 2-0. They got dominated by Detroit and somehow won this game. But I just feel like the defense for Tampa is going to come out for Denver. Bo Nix is going to be a rough outing for him. No Mike McGlinchey either. MCL, he's out. Backups are terrible for Denver. And this is a Denver offense that's averaged 2.8 yards per play in the first 3 quarters. Now, you know, defenses then moved into chill mode because the game was out of reach for Denver. Now, Denver could also be down 2 key defenders as well. John Franklin Myers with a concussion and Baron Browning with his foot injury. Baker Mayfield, 73.5% completion rate, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. You know, he continues to rock out for Tampa. You know, Godwin, Evans, what can I say? Rashad White, they are loaded on offense. It's going to be a fun game. If you're a Tampa fan, they should roll all over this team. They really, really should. The Tampa defense should roll all over. Next, couple interceptions, maybe get the run ground game going for Rashad White. I can see that happening as well. Let him have a blow up game for Tampa. And listen, if Vita Vea can't play, I really don't see the Broncos scoring much points at all. Okay, like I said, Mike McGlinchey with an MCL is big. It's big for Denver as a key component on the offensive line, but that's how I feel. So that's going to be my favorite play. All right, Bo Nix on top of that is 11 of 36 with 4 interceptions on passes, yards downfield. So I think Tampa is going to have a field day with Bo Nix this weekend. All right, and defense is going to thrive. They're going to eat, and maybe even look for a defensive pick six or something of that nature, special teams or defensive touchdown for Tampa. This weekend as well against Denver. So my free play / best bet for NFL Week 3 is going to be the Tampa Bay Bucks -6.5 against the Denver Broncos. That's how I'm feeling. That's what I'm liking. Nothing else really points out to me. I like Kansas City as well at Atlanta. Atlanta with, of course, that emotional and great win against Philly the other night. But I just feel like you have Mahomes now. You're still riding that high. I feel like this is going to be a letdown game for Atlanta, and I could see Kansas City roll in Atlanta as well when everything is said and done. So, but we'll see. Let's cash out this Tampa Bay game first. Then, if so, we could hit up the Kansas City Atlanta game as well. But my free play best bet is going to be Tampa Bay Bucks -6.5 for Sunday. All right. So let's. I have a couple minutes left before I sign off. So let's get into it real fast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do the 3-team moneyline parlay for tonight, okay? Syracuse, Nebraska, and Washington State. 3-team moneyline parlay at +100, okay? Quick picks for tomorrow for Saturday's college football week number 4, okay? JMU, the Dukes, +11 against UNC, Georgia Tech +12 against Louisville, and then the Texas Tech Red Raiders money line at -145. Okay, that's what we're rocking with in college football. And of course, last but not least, the Sunday play of the day is going to be for both subscribers and viewers out there. The Tampa Bay Bucks -6.5 against the Denver Broncos. I also lean the Kansas City Chiefs as well against Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out mybookie.ag. Use that promo code 12ounce sports. That's mybookie.ag. Use that promo code 12ounce sports. That's 12 OZ Sports, all one word. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. And they also stream live games as well. BetUS.com. That's BetUS.com. Promo code 12ounce. They'll also match your first deposit up to $1,000 as well. And don't forget to check out the 12ounce sports betting platform. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Okay, very cheap services. We're handing out winners. Like I said, subscribers are on a 3-game winning streak right now. Okay, I had a 3-unit last week on Friday that lost, but we've been red hot ever since. Ever since we had this platform with my best bets, I've only lost 6 games, no more than 7 games. It's been a red hot couple months here, red hot summer, and we're leading into September as well. So we're rolling a free 3-day trial as well on top of that. Sign up today and you won't be disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. Be safe out there, and I will talk to you guys again on Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and good night.